Welcome back to the North Greenville Sports Network. Game number 2 of day 2 in the Southeast region. Bracket 2, it's Georgia College and Mount Olive in the winners brackets. The Bobcats defeated North Greenville yesterday by a score of 9-5. Mount Olive defeated
Wingate.
I'm having a mental block there for a second. 7-6 on Thursday. You want to take over. Bit of a late start here, 8 p.m. That was because of the rain delay in game number 1 of today between North Greenville and Wingate. Wingate came away with that one by a score of 11-10. Taking a look at our starting pitcher today for Georgia College, it's going to be Brady Wilson, the right-hander.
Well, Bradley Wilson.
Bradley Wilson. Yeah, you're right.
It's okay.
I'm signing off for the night, guys.
Bradley Wilson, the junior from Dublin, Georgia, comes in with a 5.14 ERA, 3-3 for the year. This will be his 13th start and 14th total appearance. 56 innings pitched, 67 hits allowed, and 32 earned runs, 21 walks, 30 strikeouts, and opponents batting .306 against him.
So he'll get the start against the pesky Mount Olive offense. Taking a look at Mount Olive's starting lineup, it's going to be Vito Paterno, Dylan Jeffries, Landon Joboy, Alden Cotto, Anthony Mita, Case Kermode, Lane McLean, John Howard, and Joshua Kabayama. And on the bump, it'll be Grayson Linderman for the Trojans today.
Yeah, these two teams did play each other earlier this season on February 28th. Georgia College did end up taking that game 11-7. That was in Lexington, South Carolina, so a neutral site game for those two. I'm guessing that was at the Lexington Blowfish Stadium. Yep, Lexington County Baseball Stadium. Yep, that's where the Lexington Blowfish play.
Collegiate summer team there.
Yep.
And we're ready to get underway here for the winners' regional brackets. North Greenville got sent home, or at least was eliminated just about an hour and a half ago. So we're down to the final 3 here. Vito Paterno will lead things off, 370 hitter on the year.
And the last time these two faced each other in postseason play was back in 2013. Southeast Regional. Georgia College also took that one with a score of 2-1.
First one misses low there from Bradley Wilson. The 1-0. Swung on and missed from Paterno. Down to evens out. Turned into a nice night here, Allen, despite the rain earlier on today.
Yeah, weather was calling for more rain tonight, but so far seemed to be in the clear.
This one skies off of the catcher, and it's out of play.
I probably shouldn't have said that, but
yeah, happens though. That one on the inside part of the plate won't get the call. It's 3-2.
I believe it's, 3-1. Umpire just corrected.
Now that is a full count. Two 3-2 pitch is hit on the ground towards the shortstop. Fielded cleanly by Worth over to first, just in time to get Paterno. There's one away in the inning on the 6-3. So after that, put out, it'll bring up Dylan Jeffries, 325 hitter, playing right field tonight. Popped up. That's where this ball will go, is to right field. Charging in on it to make the catch is Bellflower. So there's 2 away.
Well, quick 2 outs by Wilson. Nice start to this one, just 7 pitches.
I'll bring up Landon Chilboy, one of the best hitters in this region. The designated hitter tonight for the Trojans.
Yeah, went a perfect 4 for 4 yesterday.
This one hit on the ground, and it's going to get through. 5 for 5 on the weekend. Chill Boy first pitch swinging. He gets on with the 2-out base knock. So that'll bring up Cottle now. Alden Cottle batting in the cleanup position, playing third base.
Cottle, such a weapon for this Trojan lineup.
Breaking ball misses just a little bit upstairs.
It is interesting. You see him as a cleanup hitter, yet he does not have a home run. So Mount Olive taking a different approach. Typically a cleanup hitter usually has a lot of power.
The 1-0 now. Hit on the ground and just foul as it's picked up in foul territory by Maban. It's 1-1.
Yeah, it does have 14 doubles and a triple. 36 walks on the year. You saw that number, 44 RBIs. What do you think of the pinstripe uniforms by Georgia College?
I think they're clean. I like pinstripe uniforms. This one lifted into center field, and underneath it for the final out of the inning is going to be McNearney. So quick inning for Georgia College. The Bobcats bats will come up. Another right-hander will get the start, and this time it's going to be Grayson Linderman.
Yep, Grayson Linderman, a redshirt senior from Flintstone, Georgia. How's that for an? Let me guess, you've never heard of the Flintstones?
Yeah, the older
okay.
TV show.
Thank goodness.
I took the Flintstones vitamins.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
Strong.
So Linderman comes in with a 5.61 ERA. I just realized what you said. 3-2 on the year, 13th. Actually, his 14th appearance and only second game started. So a rare start for Linderman. See what he can do here. 33 2/3 innings pitched, 37 hits, 21 earned runs allowed, 13 walks, 34 strikeouts, and opponents are batting .272 against him.
Take a look at this Georgia College Bobcats lineup. Gabriel Worth, Braden Smith, and Brandon Bellflower will be due up in the in the bottom half of the first. First pitch to Worth, he swings, drifting foul, and running out of real estate over there is going to be Cottle, 0-1.
Gabriel Worth, we mentioned it yesterday, first team all Southeast region. Really good hitter here.
Deal one. Worth slaps it foul again. It's 0-2.
Georgia College with a team average of .312, team ERA of 4.56 for the year.
The 0-2 pitch now, upstairs on a heater.
Looking over at Mount Olive's numbers, .298 team batting average with a team ERA of 4.89. However, their opponent's team ERA for the year 8.41.
That means they're getting good earned runs,
Oh, yeah.
not just runs. They're earned for sure. Down on strikes on a fastball is going to be Gabriel Worth for the first out of the game. So it'll bring up Braden Smith now, his first time up. Batting in the two-hole position, playing first base for the Bobcats. Fastball just misses.
Great.
I always look over to see the TrackMan, to see the location and speed, and now I'm missing it.
Braden Smith, a 365 hitter.
The 1-0. This is, gets the bottom half of the zone, 1-1. One. This one misses low. 2-1. Two and one now here. It's Braden Smith. This one fouled back. And into the netting, 2-2. Count still 2-2 after that foul ball.
Ooh, just missed.
A little bit unforgiving on that one. Had that run back over towards the plate. Must not have gotten enough of it. Nonetheless, a really good pitch from Linderman. Count is now full to Braden Smith, however. That one misses low for sure. And a base on balls is issued. So that'll bring up Brandon Bellflower, another All-Southeast region player. .377 hitter on the year. He's got a man on base. That's Braden Smith. Misses outside, 1-0.
Yeah, I was just looking at it to see if Flintstone, Georgia, and the show the Flintstones had any kind of connection, and it doesn't appear to be the case. Just a coincidence.
All right. The 1-0. Right down the middle for strike one. So it's 1-1 here to Brandon Bellflower. Man on first is Braden Smith. This one hit on the ground sharply. It'll get through into the outfield. Putting on the brakes at second is Smith. A one-out base knock for Bellflower. The Bobcats got two on. Georgia College, we saw him hit well yesterday against North Greenville. Picking up right where they left off. Gonna bring up Matthew Maban. Curveball checks his swing. Did not go.
Said he didn't go, but it looked perfect.
Yeah. The pitch you're talking about, right?
Yeah,
I agree.
Not sure where it missed. We might need to get the TrackMan back out for this one.
This one is hit deep left field, and no doubt about it. 3-run bomb for Matthew Maban and the Georgia College Bobcats. Out to a 3-0 lead early. The band sends one into the trees. 3-run bomb, and it's 3-0 Cats.
That's home run 18 of the season. That leads Georgia College. Also their 50th home run of the year as a team.
Stepped into that one. First pitch strike in there now from Linderman to Evan Cowan. One on the ground up the middle, charging over to make the play on it. McLean fires the first and gets him out. 2 away in the inning now. Georgia College, one of these teams that just started getting hot at the right time, Alan. I mean, look at their regular season record, 34-20. Not overpowering, but won 6 straight in the Peach Belt Conference to win that conference, and won last night against the number 2 team in the region. And they have just caught fire and are hoping to stay hot here tonight. The 0-1 now to Mitch Cowan, misses inside. It's 1-1. That one in there for a strike, 1-2. One, two. Checks his swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Bobcats out of luck this time. At least for this at-bat. Mitch Cowan goes down on strike swinging. However, getting the scoring started is Matthew Maban with a 3-run bomb. And the Bobcats up 3-0 when we come back. It'll be Anthony Mita's turn for Mount Olive here in the top half of the second. First pitch to Mita, right down Broadway for strike number 1. Anthony Mita from Raleigh, North Carolina. Deal 1 is going to be into the gap, but drifting over to make the grab is Bellflower for the first out of the inning. And up comes Maverick, AKA Kermode. You know, you didn't get that reference. You get on me all the
Gun.
Yeah, you get on me all the
get
time for not knowing movies, and I make one movie reference and you don't say anything. It's a shame, Alan. Case Kermode, 265 hitter on the year, 8 home runs. Was not in the lineup last night. He is tonight. That one's in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
All right, so we do have TrackMan back up. That one just touched the buffer zone, just outside of the strike zone, but two.
This one on the ground towards third. Fielded by Maban over and inside. 5-3 put out. Good looking Matthew Maban there. One of the best players in the region. Trying to bring up Lane McLean. Shortstop already has a couple putouts tonight. Defensively for Mount Olive. Count is 1-0 here to McLean. Outside corner gets a strike. The 1-1 popped up into center field. This should hang up for McNearney, and it does. The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down. Wilson sends him down in order. Cam McNearney, Mason Poole, and Rand Besterman, 7-8-9 for Georgia College.
Yep, Cam McNearney had a huge game yesterday. Looking to continue his hot streak, batting .294 now for the year. Had his 3rd home run of the season yesterday.
Over the head of the third baseman, Cottle for a leadoff base knock. First pitch swing, and McNearney's on. That'll bring up Mason Poole. Take a look at this. Cottle tried to get up.
Yeah, just out of his reach. He was prepared for the bunt. That's why he was in.
Turf is unforgiving on those high choppers.
Oh, yeah.
Mason Poole now coming up, 320 hitter on the year. Inside, ball 1. One-0 pitch to Poole. Curveball stays high, 2-0. Taking a look at McNearney over there. First base. Swung on a miss. 2-1 after Mason Poole. Gives it a nice wave. Won't connect.
25 pitches so far for Linderman, 15 strikes.
2-1 count on the way. This is low, 3-1. 92 miles an hour. He's got some heat on that fastball.
Yeah, fastballs in the low 90s, and then seen a curveball a couple times in the upper 70s.
So it's 3-1 here to Mason Poole. Mason Poole hits it on a line. Man, that one bounces off the center fielder, so it's going to be extra bags. Kabayama lets it get to the fence, and in there with a double and into third is McNearney. So the Bobcats keep striking. I'm assuming that'll be a base hit with an error.
Yeah, yep. Scored a single to left center, plus advancing on an error.
That was a hard hit ball, Alan.
Yeah,
it really
yeah,
was.
well hit.
104 exit speed on that. We're going to have a quick mound visit here from Coach Watt.
Yeah, taking another look at it. Yeah, well hit. Exit velocity of 104 miles an hour.
I think it caught Kabayama up a little
Yeah.
bit, realizing he's never seen a line drive that fast.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was still kind of in the process of pulling up. He realized he wasn't going to be able to get to that ball. Kind of popped up on him and just got away from him a little bit there. It's a tough.
I'll bring in Brant Besterman, the catcher for the Bobcats. 184 hitter on the season. Trying to get something going here for Georgia College. Got runners in scoring position. First pitch he'll take all the way for a strike. The 0-1 hit on the ground. This will score a run. McLean charges in over to first in time. So sacrifice out for Besterman. McNearney is driven in. Poole advances to third as well off of that. So one out in the inning. Besterman gets the job done. Swung on and missed from Gabriel Worth, who struck out in the first. Foul off and out of play, 0-2. Just because it's an early 4-0 lead, Alan, we've seen this Trojan team come back time and time again. So no lead is too big, and Georgia College knows that, trying to attack early.
And obviously, as you said, very early in this matchup. So, yeah, still plenty of time. Mount Olive is not panicking by any means. But you do see that they are playing infield in. So they are really trying to prevent any more runs from coming in. That's a little dangerous this early in the game.
Bullpen getting loose as well. Good block there by the catcher, Kermode. Take a look at number 8 over there for the Bobcats in Mason Poole. Yeah, like you mentioned, Alan, I mean, we kind of got caught up by the end of an inning, but yeah, those pinstripe unis are nice. I like them. So 2-2 here. Worth pops this one up. This could be an interesting play at the plate. Taking off and trying to tag is Mason Poole. The cutoff and the throw home is not in time. Mason Poole comes in, an RBI sac fly for Worth.
Good fundamental baseball right there to extend the lead to 5. Didn't try to do too much with it, just got the bat out there, was able to get it into the outfield deep enough for the sac fly. Good try out there in left field by Paterno to make it interesting.
So Braden Smith will be due up. First pitch swinging, chop foul. Mount Olive has action down in that bullpen early on, trying to stay in the winner's bracket.
Gary, I'll be a little honest with you. I've never been crazy about pinstripes. See, I'm more of a fan of the Mount Olive jerseys.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the reason is because I'm a Mets fan. Yankees are famous for their pinstripes.
Yeah.
You know, I
Stay
think
with
that
the Phillies too.
I think that has something to do with it.
Yeah, you get a taste of the Phillies and the Yankees as a Mets fan.
Who are the Phillies? The team that was the first team to have 10,000 losses. Isn't that right? I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
I mean, I'm not a Phillies fan.
Oh, I thought you were.
No, I'm a Brewers fan.
Oh, that's right.
I'm from Philadelphia
Yeah,
area,
right.
but I'm a Brewers fan. This one is drifted out and hangs up to end the inning. Yeah, I'm a Brewers fan. Phillies kind of hater, actually. But first to 10,000 losses, but first to 30 wins this year.
Did I say wins? I did mean losses. That was my fault.
Oh, no, you said 10,000 losses.
Okay.
But they're the first to 30 wins this year.
Yeah.
in the
I'm
regular
saying
season.
as a franchise, I'm pretty sure they're the first team to ever have 10,000 losses.
They might be. Yeah, I'm not a Phillies fan by any means. And
Yep. First American sports franchise
okay,
to
not even just
amass
MLB.
over 10,000 losses.
Wow. So
The team holds the world record for most ever losses by a single team in all of professional sports.
Interesting.
But they also have over 10,000 wins, too.
Yeah.
They set that in 2022, so there you go.
Interesting stuff. Yeah, the Brewers look good right now. I mean, early on they always do, but they'll fade out. Mets aren't doing too great. But they're hanging around.
They started off bad,
Yep.
and then they won a bunch of games, and now the last time I checked, and I'll be honest, I have not been invested in MLB this year, but the Mets, the last time I checked, they've lost quite a bit. So it's I know they got back below 500, basically, I've been tuning in enough to know that Angel Hernandez is still Angel Hernandez.
Yep. That'll never change.
So there you go.
Well, I mean, you live in Braves country too, so that must be rough. Your roommate's a Braves fan too. Works here at NGU. Yeah, Robbie.
Yeah, I grew up in Columbia. We had a minor league team called the Capital City Bombers, and that's
now they're the Columbia Fireflies, right?
Well, so the Bombers moved to Greenville and became the Greenville Drive in 2004, and the Fireflies were the Savannah Sand Gnats.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Which were before the Savannah Bananas started. So both.
Okay.
So yeah, both towns kind of ended up benefiting from that. You know, the Savannah lost their minor league team, but now they have a world famous the Savannah Bananas. So it did work out in the end for them.
Counts 0-1 here to Howard. John Howard takes strike two. It's 0-2. Yeah, minor league baseball has always been a great thing for me in my life. A lot of teams in the Northeast, so I go to a bunch of games all across the Northeast and the East Coast. So been to a lot of stadiums. I think I've been to. I think last time I counted 26 minor league stadiums.
Oh wow!
Probably with the drive 27. I used to go on these minor league baseball summer trips where I'd go to 3 games in a weekend in the summer.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, minor league baseball is fun. 1-2 here to John Howard. He's cut on a miss, down on strikes. And did you see the Hub City Spartanburgers now? Yeah, that'll be fun.
A little bit of controversy. A lot of people not crazy about that.
Really?
But
I wasn't at first because I thought they were going to be called the Spartanburgers, but since they're called Hub City, I think it works out.
Yeah. It's a good, solid strikeout to John Howard by Bradley Wilson. An 88-mile-an-hour fastball got the top outside of the zone.
Popped up, charging in on it, and getting over there is Bellflower. So another quick out, and Georgia College continues to mow these Trojans down.
Yep, so quick 2 outs, back to the top of the order for Mount Olive. Paterno 0 for 1.
Yeah, that came on a ground out to the shortstop, 6-3. continuing to work really well is Bradley Wilson. First pitch curveball in there is painted on the outside corner. Bradley Wilson for Georgia College, right-handed pitcher out of Dublin, Georgia. 6'2", 220 from South Georgia State College transfer.
Paterno not crazy about that strike. Got the buffer zone, barely clipped it. Buffer zone on TrackMan means that it can kind of go either way.
This one driven the opposite way. It's got a chance to leave the yard, and it's foul. Bounces on the fence. Just hooked a little bit too much slice on that one.
Tell you what, from our outfield camera, it doesn't look in the background like there's a lot of people here, but actually there is a good crowd here tonight. They've waited patiently for this game, and a lot of them have certainly shown up.
Yeah, you gotta wonder if maybe even more fans are making the trip down tomorrow
Yeah.
or up from Georgia.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a Friday, so a lot of people
working and
Yep,
everything.
Yep.
A lot of people probably watching that might be here tomorrow.
Yeah, appreciate you joining in.
On misses outside 1-2.
Started 2 hours late because of the rain that affected the first game today.
1-2 pitch, outside corner, down on strikes. Bradley Wilson, 3 up, 3 down again. 6 in a row, sent down. Welcome you back in for the bottom of the third. Georgia College will have Bellflower, Naban, and Evan Cowan.
Not sure what's...
Looks good here for
I don't
me.
know if there was a light on somewhere or something. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, that's weird. Counts 1-0 here to Bellflower. That one outside as well, 2-0. 2-0 now. That one's outside as well, 3-0.
They're 1-1.
Now here to Bellflower, trying to get on and continue this Bobcat streak. Now we're trying to get a little update here for.
Yeah, we've got a good one in the number 1 bracket. Catawba holding on to a narrow lead against UNC Pembroke in the 8th inning, 5-4.
Is that that's an elimination game, correct?
Yes, it is. UNC.
Oh, I thought.
Well, now I'm not sure.
No, I think Pembroke.
No. UNC Pembroke is not lost yet.
So it would be for Catawba.
Yes. It's an elimination game for Catawba.
So Bellflower reaches safely on a walk. It'll bring up Matthew Maban, last time up, 3-run shot. Gets thrown at and hit here, and he'll get on. And that one is at Evan Cowan there. Gets out of the way. One 1-0 here to Evan Cowan. Outside 2-0. Ethan Mbimbo fires in a strike. It's 2-1. So the count is 2-1 now here to Evan Cowan.
Oops.
2-1 pitch, way outside, and that's going to advance one runner. Bellflower head to third, and the band stays put at first.
Yeah, so we apologize for missing Ethan Mbimbo entering the game. A 6.25 ERA coming in, 6-4 for the year. 14th appearance, 59 innings pitched. Opponent's only batting 190 against him. It's actually been hit by pitch, hit batsman that's been the issue.
That's what it's been so far. That'll score a run, and it will be a safely reached at bat for Evan Cowan. I'm not sure that that's going to get scored quite yet, but nonetheless, he reaches safely.
Looks like it was scored a single.
So he'll reach safely.
Don't know that John Howard would have really been able to do anything with it, even if he had made the stop.
That'll bring up Mitch Cowan, his brother. 2 on, still nobody out. Inside corner for a strike. The 0-1. Outside, 1-1. One inside, not going to get the call.
Yeah, that one did get the buffer zone, not quite in the strike zone, about maybe an inch outside, if that. Very close.
So it's 2-1 here. And Mitch Cowan looks at 3-1. Outside, ball 4, they're loaded. Quick meeting at the mound between Kermode and Bino. Big situation here, nobody out still, and the bases are loaded for Georgia College, who already has a 6-0 lead. So Maban on third, Cowan on second, and Cowan on first as well. Strike one from Mbimbo, excuse me, to McNearney.
McNearney had that base hit over the third baseman, over the head of third baseman Alden Cottle.
So the 0-1 pitch is way outside. Wild pitch. It'll score another Bobcat. In there safely is Maban. It's 7-0.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we saw Mount Olive with the big comeback yesterday, but I don't know. This keeps up, it's going to get, I mean, it's already kind of getting out of hand already. Still nobody out with runners on second and third. This is not what Mount Olive had in mind. Now, of course, you know, they haven't lost, so, you know, you can still come back. But I think they definitely are wanting to, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, if you fall behind enough, it's like, do you just kind of concede this game and just, you know, you don't throw anybody out there that, you know, can really anchor down your bullpen, or do you try to make the comeback?
This one, it's sky high left side of the field. It will land in foul territory. I think that the left fielder gave up on it, but Tierno thought it was going out of play there. Anyways, like you were talking about conceding the game, I think that's a little bit what North Greenville did last night, throwing freshman Caden Roach and then Caleb Cox, who didn't really have that many innings. I think they kind of conceded that game. I don't think Paterno saw it. Yeah, he was putting his arms up, and then it ended up landing right there. So it's 2-2 now, and it gets away. Another wild pitch. Scores another Bobcat. It's Evan Cowan. It is 8-0 Bobcats. So this game has quickly gotten out of hand. Mitch Cowan goes to third.
Yeah, Mount Olive playing infield in with nobody out in the third inning.
I wonder if that one nearly hit our cameraman, Marco Gonzalez.
Well, no, there's a net over us, so we're good. They're good. He's okay.
I didn't think there was. I thought the net just went and connected at the bottom of him.
No. It connects at the top.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
I know I'm right.
I don't want to hear it. Down on strikes is McNerney. One away.
Yeah, that one on the upper outside portion of the strike zone, but did clip it. That's a very important out number one. Mount Olive still playing infield in.
Up and in there.
Well, I guess that answers our question. I mean, Mount Olive is definitely, you know, they're not conceding. I mean, obviously it's the third inning. There's no reason to this early, but you know, they are definitely trying to prevent anything else from scoring.
I mean, they've proven to be able to come back. They did against Wingate yesterday. They did against North Greenville in the conference tournament to keep them alive. So it's 1-1 here to Mason Poole. Poole sends this one for a ride into the gap. That'll be down for a base hit. And an RBI, Cowan comes in to score. It's 9-0. Bobcats loving what they're seeing.
Yeah, Georgia College they have gotten hot at the right time. This is the number 7 seed of the Southeast Regional.
And 7 teams make it. So,
yep,
last seed in this region to make it.
I mean, they pretty much completely dominated North Greenville yesterday. The score really ended up being closer than it probably should have been. You know, the 3-run homer by David Lewis in the 9th inning. I mean, it was 9-2 heading into the 9th.
Hill 1, hit on the ground foul, 0-2.
Westerman 0 for 1, but does have an RBI.
Takes off. Throw is not in time and spiked in the dirt. Poole gets in there with a stolen base.
He actually slid past second base. Had to hurry up and get over there.
This one given for a ride. It's going to stay in the park, though, for the second out of the inning, hauled in by Paterno. So that'll be the second out of the inning. Gabriel Worth now, 0 for 1 on the day, has a sac fly just last inning. Popped up in the infield. Calling it is the third baseman Connell. The inning ends. Not before Georgia College gets 4 more when we come back on the Ditch North Greenville Sports Network. Welcome back on the North Greenville Sports Network. It'll be Dylan Jeffries, Landon Showboy, and Alden Cottle. 2, 3, 4 for the Trojans. Outside for ball, 1-0. 2-0 now here to Jeffries. In there for a strike, 2-1. This one hit and right into the shift, scooped out of the turf by Poole. Over to first, one away. It's been the story of the night so far from Mount Olive, just hitting it right at guys. This one hit on the ground softly. Charging in on it is Maban. Tough play. And he makes it. A defensive masterclass from Maban. Well, good job by our third base camera. They call that shagging in the camera world. One, I didn't even see he made a bare hand. Wow. Something wrong with the ball if you're going to throw it out of play. Mark Sanchez, a fellow Drive cameraman, getting that job done there. So 2 away in the inning after that beautiful play by Maban. Probably would have been safe if he used his glove.
Yeah, very true. Sometimes it pays to
take the risk.
Pays to show off a little bit. But I mean, he had to there.
1-0. Connell gives this one a ride, and driving over and making the catch is McNearney. Man, I'll tell you, this defense for Georgia College looks outstanding right now. Smiles from McNearney. The bat's coming back. Scores 9-0 here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Braden Smith looks at that one go by. Outside now. Here. Braden Smith swings on that one. My apologies, it's 2-2. So the 2-2 in there for strike 3. Braden Smith down on strikes looking. Brandon Bellflower's turn, walked, had a base hit in the first, scored twice. Not a bad day so far. Looks at one go right down what I thought was the middle. It's well in the strike zone according to TrackMan. Not going to get called. Ball one. Swung on and missed on that one. That one in the lower half of the zone. 1-1. 1-1. Beautiful curveball there in the upper half, and it's 1-2. So ever since coming to the game, Mbimbo was struggling last inning, but off to a really good start here in the fourth. This one pops sky high and out of play. This one hit on a line into right, and letting it fall in front is Jeffrey's base knock. So a base knock there for Bellflower. He's on safely. It's Maban's turn. This one slapped and deep. 11-0 Bobcats. A bomb from Maban is second of the game. 2-run shots. Bobcats fired up in this 11-0 game right now. Here in the top of the fourth, take a look at this. Yeah, launches that one too.
Yeah, that one hit 416 feet. And really, I hate to say it, but kind of set up on a tee. The middle of the plate up a little bit. That's, yeah, I mean, that's, he hit it 108 miles an hour off the bat.
When we come back, we'll have a new pitcher for the Trojans. Coming on to pitch, Matt Poole for Mount Olive.
Yep, the junior from Zebulon, North Carolina. Comes into today with a 5 ERA, 3-1 for the year. 15th appearance. He does have 2 starts to his name as well. 27 innings pitched, 24 hits, and 15 earned runs allowed. 12 walks, 18 strikeouts, and an opponent batting average of .242.
First pitch in there for a ball to Evan Cowan.
Yep.
1 for 2. Seeing the rain fall.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like the rain's starting back up a little bit. Nothing heavy yet, but good thing is the mound looks very dry. They definitely were working on it in between games, and so it will take a while for it to get soaked again like we saw in the first game today.
This one hit on the ground. Fielded out of the dirt and over to first by a half a step. Connell gets him.
Ended up being a closer play than it looked like it was going to be.
That's a long throw over there.
Yeah, good hustle by Cowan. By Evan Cowan, that is, because Mitch Cowan now up to bat.
Yep. Top 4, 2 outs. Take a look at this replay here. Definitely out. Yeah, but what a stride there from Evan Cowan. A 1. Inside 1-1. The count's even. Mitch Cowan has a walk today. Also struck out in the first. What's in the back pocket of Matt Poole? It kind of looks like a cell phone, but I doubt it.
No, it's
slap foul.
I think that's probably a pitching chart. We'll see them get that out sometimes to, you know, if there's maybe new signals sometimes.
True.
They think the other team knows what they're throwing. They'll get that out and get new signals. Kind of like what you see in football.
Yeah. Good point. The 1-2. This is low. Yeah, I know they have them. I know that fielders have them.
It's
like
not a cell phone.
I know. But I'm saying those little cards the fielders have.
Yeah.
But usually you don't see anything in the back pocket of pitchers. At least not that big. 2-2, 2 outs. Here to Cowan. And he's called up and rung out. The inning is over.
Yeah, that was a little low in the zone, but Mount Olive will certainly take it.
2 more come across for the Bobcats. We'll move to the top half of the 5th. Leading off for Mount Olive, it's going to be Anthony Mita, Case Kermode, and Lane McLean. That one in there for a strike. It's 0-1. This one hit right back to the pitcher, fielded cleanly by Wilson, and one away. That is now Allen Guess how many batters retired in a row?
I'll go 8.
That's batter number 12, retired in a row.
Wow.
So, yeah, he got the last down the first inning. Base paths have been clear since.
I think it's safe to say he's in a groove right now.
Yeah. We've seen a bunch of good starting outings this weekend.
Well, especially from the Bobcats.
Yeah.
I mean, what's looking like is going to be yet another quality start. That'd be 2 in a row for Georgia College.
Yeah, for Glanton, he went 7 innings yesterday, 120 pitches, and got his Bobcats a win over North Greenville. So this Bobcats bullpen is extremely rested. It was literally the only 3 pitchers that have thrown so far have been John Luke Linton, Lex Kenny, and now obviously Bradley Wilson. So they have nothing but arms. If they win this game tonight, Alan, assuming it stands true, being up 11-0, they're set up in the championship with basically an entire bullpen.
Yeah, I mean they'll be in excellent shape. I mean they have, looking at their stats, they have 5 relief pitchers with ERAs in the 3s. So I mean, yeah, they will have plenty at their disposal now. Again, we're not even halfway through this one. It's not too late for Mount Olive to come back, but boy, they are going to have to get to work and get to work quick.
Yeah, it will be a tough task. This one hit foul, 2-2 still.
And I mean, it's the top of the 5th, and Wilson's only thrown 45 pitches with 1 out. I mean, that's
he could go to the distance at this rate.
Yeah. I mean, when you're averaging less than 10 pitches per inning, you're having yourself a good game.
That one outside. Count runs full. Payoff pitch here. And Camerdo is the first batter on since the first inning for Mount Olive.
I mean, Georgia College, the lone representative of the Peach Belt Conference in this region. And boy, they're dominating everybody they face so far. 2 Conference Carolinas opponents, and boy, they are looking good against them.
This is a team that went 22-25 last year, Alan. What about it? Talk about a change.
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
The program.
Yeah, Nolan Belcher, head coach for Georgia College and State, former South Carolina Gamecock. He has come in and he has made quite the difference.
Yeah. Landon Powell, right around in the South Carolina program, right around the same time Nolan Belcher was.
No, that's not right.
It's not. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. It's not
Solid 10 years after.
Same dynasty, so to speak.
Yeah,
South Carolina had that
Ray,
back-to-back.
under Ray Tanner. Both of them were coached by Ray Tanner.
So the count's 1-1 after that foul ball. One. Checks his swing, definitely went around there. Didn't pull the trigger completely, but enough. Lane McLean's down 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, they played at different stadiums too. Landon Powell played at the old Sarge Fry Field. Nolan Belcher played at the new stadium. Not so new anymore, built in 2009. It's crazy that much time's passed.
Runner goes, throw down. It's not in time. Getting in there safely on the stolen bag is Kermode. So a runner in scoring position for the Trojans the first time tonight. Two. Hit on the ground. And it stays 2-2.
You'll see the stolen base again. Definitely gets there in time. Does come off. Yeah, I think that would have been overturned. Looked like he swept his leg there as he was off the bag.
And rung up and down on strikes is going to be McLean for the second out of the inning. It's 2 away.
Obviously, Georgia College being up 11-0, not too worried about it. John Howard comes back up to the plate, 0 for 1. Number 8 hitter in this Bobcat lineup.
Fouled off out of play on that one. So the count is 0-1. Rain's starting to pick up a little bit more. Umbrella's coming up.
Yeah, still fairly light. Certainly not a mist anymore, but nothing hard yet. But as I say that, it's actually gotten harder.
That's the Allen jinx for you.
Yep. Well, you jinxed.
I jinx a lot of things.
You jinxed Wilson. So you mentioned that it was 10 straight.
12 straight.
Or 12 straight batters retired, and the very next one was a walk. So.
Yeah, you're right. Outside, not going to get the call.
Not quite.
Thought he had it.
Yep. According to a track man, that one way outside, so not as close as we were thinking it was. Definitely looked close live.
So it's 1-2 here. Trying to get out of the inning. Hit on the ground. Going to be a tough play from a band. Spins, fires a strike to first, and gets the out. Georgia College keeps the scoreboard clean still. We'll move to the bottom of the 5th. First pitch in there to McNearney. It'll be McNearney, Poole, and Besterman.
He said in there. He actually called it a ball. Looking at TrackMan, it was a little bit low.
My apologies.
In the buffer zone, but a little
Buffer
bit
zone.
low.
Fouled off, 1-1.
The way that I was told by Landon Powell. So, at the major league level, the strike zone is supposed to be the true strike zone.
Yeah.
At the D1 level, NCAA D1 level, it's about strikes. That one's fouled off. It's approximately a baseball. The strike zone is about a baseball in any direction around the strike zone.
That's
can
fair.
be called a strike. Said at the D2 level, it's typically 2 baseballs in any direction.
And then is it D3 3 balls?
I don't know past D2. I would think that at that point it would start to get a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we have seen times, especially in softball, there are some pitches that, I mean, it's literally in the other batter's box that are called strikes.
Yeah.
It just, not all the time, but you will see that every now and then, and it's like, wow, how are they supposed to hit that?
I will say I've never been an umpire, and I don't plan on it. But it can't be an easy job to get everything 100% right.
Absolutely not.
I mean, these pitches are coming in at 90 miles an hour when we're talking the difference of centimeters.
Yeah, and I mean, even on, on Twitter, they have the umpire report cards at the MLB level, and they miss a lot of calls, typically. You do have – it's crazy because an umpire will actually basically go viral if they have anywhere near a perfect game behind the plate.
Yeah.
So missed calls are expected. So, umpires definitely don't get enough credit because it is not an easy job by any means.
No, yeah, it's all bang, bang, too.
I mean, I used to help out with the travel baseball team, and some of the things that those umpires had to go through, man, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
2-1 here. Called strike 2-2 now to Mason Poole. On the topic of brothers, it does, trying to figure out, Matt Poole's on the mound, Zebulon, North Carolina, like you mentioned, and then Mason Poole is down on strikes, unfortunately. But he is from Cary, North. Wait, he's not even number 8 on the roster. So I apologize for that. Now this is gonna bother me now. I'm trying to see if they're not from the same town, but they're on different teams. So yeah.
I didn't know where you were going with
I
that.
didn't either, to be honest. I've been here since 10 a.m. It's been a long day. What time did you get here this morning?
Mason Poole from Covington, Georgia. And then looking over at the Mount Olive roster, Matt Poole from, we talked about it earlier, Zebulon, North Carolina. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. There's been some weird town names in this one.
Yeah. Alan, we work too hard. Down on strikes, he mows him down, and he strikes out the side. How about that? 3 up, 3 down. He sends him in order. We'll move on to the top of the 6th inning. So it'll be Joshua Kabayama's turn, and then back to the top of the order, Paterno and Dylan Jeffries, 9-1-2.
Well, if you're Mount Olive, you're hoping that that inning gives you a little bit of momentum and maybe some motivation. Pitching definitely stepped up.
Foul and into the dugout.
Nice inning by Poole to come in and shut everybody down.
Very nice inning. Swung on a miss there. We'll count as 0-2 to Kabayama. The 0-2. Hit on the ground, foul. 1-2, Kabayama able to stay alive.
Yeah, 73-mile-an-hour curveball. Good job to get a piece of it.
The 0-2. Fouled off once again.
And Wilson up to 61 pitches now.
Still really good for the top of the sixth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rain continues to come down lightly. 0-2, got him swinging. Kabayama down on strikes.
Strikeout number 4 for Bradley Wilson. Takes things back to the top of the order. Vito Paterno, 0-2.
2, like you mentioned. Went down on a ground out to open up the game, and a strikeout looking in the third. Curveball stays upstairs. 1-0. The 1-0. Chopped in. As of right now, fair. But now it went foul. So the count is 1-1 here to Paterno. Quick little reminder, tomorrow, beginning at noon Eastern time, it'll be the loser of this game against Wingate in another elimination game. The 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Outside, 3-1 now. So only one walk issued from Georgia College. Also only one hit given up. So 3-1 pitch is in at the knees. Another walk for Mount Olive for the second time in a row in this series of innings. And Paterno will head down to first. Dylan Jeffries will be due up.
Tell you what, just doing some browsing, and man, Nolan Belcher, head coach for the Bobcats, his high school career record was 47-2.
Oh my gosh.
That's impressive.
That's insane. How did you even find that? Nolan Belcher's high school record.
It's a quick Google search, hey.
It's a powerful tool. Dylan Jeffries 0 for 2 on the day.
Yeah, played the 2012 and 2013 seasons with South Carolina. 2.12 ERA in 2012, 2.38 in 2013.
1-0, cut on and missed from Jeffries. 1-1.
Yeah, that 2012 season, South Carolina made it to the College World Series finals.
1-1. Swung on a miss. 1-2.
That was coming off of 2 straight national championship titles. Didn't quite get that series done. That ended up being Ray Tanner's final year before moving on to the athletic director position.
Outside. Won't get a call there. It's 2-2. This one given for a ride, no doubt about it. It's gone. Into the trees it goes in the night sky in Tigerville. Dylan Jeffries gets a hold of it. It's 11-2.
Well, you got to start somewhere, and just like that, Mount Olive on the board, 98 miles an hour off the bat of Dylan Jeffries. That one hit 387.5 inches, or excuse me, feet.
It's been a long night.
Yeah.
Long day. Dylan Jeffries, no
he
doubt about
reached
that.
out and got that one.
Yeah.
That was on the outside of the strike zone. Nice job to reach out and get it as the rain starting to fall yet again. That ball might have hit a cloud.
That one chopped foul. McBan gets it, touches it foul. So 0-1 here to Choboy. Choboy was 5 for 5 to start this tournament, and he grounded out to second base for his first out of the regional. Last time up at the 4th. The 0-1 outside 1-1.
74 pitches now for Wilson.
Steady rain, Allen, but I don't think it's definitely not enough to delay it,
No,
so I think we're good.
Yeah, we're still a long way off from that.
That's what's the benefit of having a turf field, too.
Yeah, nobody in the Georgia College bullpen, literally nobody. They have their entire team in the dugout.
2-1. Down straight back into the inning, 2-2. Checks his swing. Did not go. The count runs full now. Still only one out here in this top half of the 6th.
Taba did hang on for a 5-4 win against UNC Pembroke.
Makes it interesting there as that one's cut on and missed. Strike 3, Choboy down on strikes. Everyone now in that regional bracket has a loss. Because Pembroke beat Young Harris yesterday, obviously, and then Catawba just beat Pembroke, and Young Harris beat Catawba. So each team with a loss.
Yeah, still wide open over there.
I mean, we expected that fully from that regional.
Yeah, that one taking place in Salisbury, North Carolina.
Inside just a little bit too much, 1-0. Misses, 2-0.
That was pitch number 80 for Wilson. 50 of those 80 pitches have been strikes.
Is given a ride into center field. That'll get down there for a base knock.
Tell you what, I'm sure Georgia College is well aware of Mount Olive's big comeback yesterday. They know that they don't want to give them too much momentum at the plate. You wonder when you're going to see some action
in that bullpen.
In that Bobcat bullpen. Still nothing yet.
Really good look there at Anthony Mita. Good job to our camera crew all weekend long thus far. Mark Sanchez at third base camera. Marco Gonzalez in behind home plate, and Noah Weiss down the first base line. I know we talk about having long days, Alan, but we get to sit in here in the dry booth. They're out there standing for pretty much the whole day. So
yep, absolutely.
Brutal work for sure. 0-2 here to Mita.
Mita from Raleigh, North Carolina.
The 0-2, fouled off, out of play. The 0-2 bounces. And a good scoop out of the dirt there from the catcher, Besterman. Making sure that didn't get away. Runner on first, stays put, 1-2. 1-2. That one's got a bunch of arc under it. If it stays fair, it's gone. It is. 2-run blast for Mount Olive and Anthony Nita. It's 11-4, Allen. Don't count these Trojans out quite yet. 4 spots so far here in the 6th. See if anyone starts heading down to that bullpen now for Georgia College. So it'll be Kermode's turn. Take a look at this.
Yeah, he knew that it had the power. It was just a matter of if it was going to stay fair.
Tell you what, that was sky high too. That was.
Yeah, that one with an exit speed of 89 miles an hour, distance of 348 feet.
Yeah, not a huge exit speed, just a lot of arc to it and launched. Strike 1 in there to Kermode. Popped up and out of play. 0-2. The 0-2 now. Chop foul. So continuing to fight at the plate is Kermode. The 0-2. Outside on the waist. Misses for a ball. One, two is going to get down for a base hit. Everybody's hitting right now for Mount Olive. Kermode gets on with a 2-out single. And here comes Coach Kelcher. Not going to go to the bullpen because no one's there, but having a chat with his pitcher. McLean's turn now. Lane McLean 0 for 2 on the day. A strikeout and a pop out to center field. That one's low. It's 1-0.
Looks like Georgia College was just issued a warning, team warning.
For something, I didn't hear it. I heard
guessing,
the warning.
I mean, I'm guessing that someone complained about the strike. Looking over at TrackMan, it was indeed outside.
1-0. This is low 2-0.
He was looking at the pitcher, so my guess is that maybe the pitcher reacted to that ball.
Yeah, it's been a long inning for Wilson out there. Only one batter from batting around at this point, 2-1.
And we did just see, and yep, got some Bobcats heading to the bullpen out there. Bullpen was abandoned out there up until this point.
It is lonely out there. It's dark, wet, far. 2-1. Opposite way, and it's going to hang up and be grabbed by the right fielder, Bellflower. The inning is over, but two-run blasts put Mount Olive on the board. It's 11-4. Welcome back. Mount Olive cuts into the Georgia College lead. It's 11-4 here in the bottom of the 6th. In there for a ball. 1-0.
Just missed. Strike zone says just outside.
I like how TrackMan turns to night mode. If
I
it's
did
dark
that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I didn't know if it just did that automatically because it's dark outside or what. That's going to get through for a lead-off base hits. Gabriel Worth on the board.
Good solid ground ball, exit speed of 100 miles an hour.
So Georgia College still up 7, but trying to get some more after giving up 4 in the top half of the inning.
Yeah, next year we are definitely gonna have this TrackMan data available on the broadcast. That'll be awesome to have.
Are we gonna have a K zone around the plate too?
I mean, we could. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
That would be pretty cool. I think so. But
yeah,
I mean, I don't know. It's tough. There's nothing
Yeah.
like it at this level.
I mean,
would think.
I feel like that's tough on the umpires.
It is.
I mean, the only thing about TrackMan is that it doesn't consider the height of each batter.
True.
You know what I mean? So it's a set strike zone. So
Okay,
it's not when it comes to the high and low.
When you see it on the major league broadcast, you see it move.
Yeah,
based on
you
height.
actually see it adjust.
Yeah.
So that's tough on the umpires. So I don't know. We'll have to see.
You'll definitely see the speed though.
Yeah,
That
we'll
would be
definitely
great.
have pitch speed. Definitely have exit velocity for the bats. Stuff like that'll be really cool to have. Yeah, we wanted to have that this year, but just it was not as simple as I was thinking it was going to be.
Misses low 1-2.
And it's not just something you can Google, because I mean, there's not a whole. The people that have it are typically the professional teams, and it's not exactly a simple setup.
1-2. Swung on and missed. Man on first, not able to run down. Braden Smith down on strikes for the second time today.
Yeah, it was a good-looking breaking ball. Nowhere near the strike zone, but he went after it. 77-mile-an-hour curveball. Might have been a slider, actually.
One away now, outside, 1-0.
Bellflower putting together a solid game, 2 for 2 with a walk.
1-0, takes that one low as well. So getting ahead in counts. Bellflower playing right field tonight for the Bobcats. Has a couple of putouts out there as well. Two-0 is ripped. Steps on the bag. They're going to have to tag the runner. Do not have the opportunity. He'll slide in there safely. So Worth advances. However, Bellflower is retired. Well, Matthew Maban has gone yard twice tonight, Alan, and he's also been hit by pitch.
Yeah, putting together a monster game. 322 average coming into this at bat. 19 home runs on the season.
They're going to walk him.
Understandably so.
Creates the force out anywhere. So how do you think that feels if you're the next batter up?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely go out there with something to prove.
Outside 1-0.
I don't know if you've seen this, but Barry Bonds was once walked with the bases loaded.
Yeah, I have.
And it ended up paying off. They got the final out after that. But, I mean, could you imagine being the next batter?
I'd feel disrespected.
You'd rather.
Well, this one's hit on a line into center field. And down on his knees is Kabiyama to make it. And the inning ends. No runs come across that time for Georgia College. We'll go to the top half of the 7th. It's 11-4. Top of the 7th, John Howard will lead things off. It'll be Howard, Kabayama, and Paterno. First pitch swinging. Base hit. Well, Allen, a little bit of deja vu right there. Yesterday in the game for Mount Olive, their 7th inning is when they exploded. 5 consecutive base hits in a row. They played at 5 runs that inning.
Yeah, got to start somewhere, and John Howard with a nice base hit right up the middle. I mean, you can tell. I mean, the momentum is definitely on Mount Olive's side. The question is it too late to complete the comeback? I mean, it's still a 7-run deficit, but you know, we saw them put together a nice comeback yesterday. We'll see if they can do the same thing here.
That one is outside for a ball. 1-0. Got to wonder how much longer Wilson has in the tank at 97 pitches. Threw a lot that last inning.
77-mile-an-hour breaking ball ended up just outside of the zone. Didn't miss by much.
Kabayama turns on this one foul. So it's 1-1 now here to Kabayama.
Yeah, there is action in the bullpen for Georgia College.
Kabayama, this could be a tailor-made double play. Flicks to second over to first. Comes off the bag, but gets back on. 6-4-3 twist for Georgia College, and that's big, Alan.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's a momentum ender right there potentially.
Yeah, you just get a feeling that, hey, Mount Olive's starting to climb back a little bit. First pitch hit right up the middle.
Yeah, that's close.
So the bases are clear with 2 outs in the inning now. That changes a lot in this game. Fouled straight back. So the count is 0-1 here to Paterno. Paterno walked in the 6th. Well, we apologize for that there. Halstead was the pinch hitter on that one. So that was not Kabayama. It was a pinch hit situation, so we apologize for that. 2-1 now to Paterno, though. Chopped on the ground. Eaten up by Poole. Tough play in time. Bang, bang. 1, 2, 3.
I think we're about to have a challenge. Well, maybe not.
Just coming to get the bat.
Yeah.
The inning is over. On the 4-3 putout, we'll move to the bottom of the 7th. It's stretch time in Tigerville. Mitch Cowan leading things off for the Bobcats here in the bottom of the 7th. A look at a strike from Matt Poole, still out there going to work for the Trojans.
Yeah, he's thrown 2 2/3 innings so far. Good outing by him so far. Just a hit and a walk allowed.
That one's deep in the gap. Hustling over to make the grab is Jeffries. Good ground coverage there.
Yeah, absolutely. Jeffries moved to center field, and Halstead, who pinch hit for Kabiyama, takes over right field.
That'll bring up Cam McNearney. Base hit and 2 strikeouts. Swung at the high fastball, 0-1. One tries to bunt, 0-2. As it shoots foul down the line.
Yeah, 36 pitches for Poole so far, 25 of them strikes. 1 hit, 1 walk so far, 5 strikeouts for Matt Poole.
So it's 0-2 here to McNearney. Waste pitch misses out, 1-2. One, two here. Popped up, right side of the field, and this will get out of play. So the 1-2 coming up to McNearney. Popped up. Should hang up for Jeffries. He's tracking, and underneath it, 2 away in the inning. So Mason Poole's turn now. Got 2 base knocks and a strikeout on the day. Fastball right down the middle. 0-1 here to Mason Poole. Outside corner, 0-2. So Mason Poole continuing to deal here. Excuse me, Matt Poole. Mason Poole's hitting. Matt Poole's continuing to deal. Trying to go 3 scoreless innings. We'll have to wait as that one's fouled away. The 0-2 is away. One, two. Fouled off and spoiled. Doing a nice job putting together a really good at bat here is McNearney. Swung on a miss for strike 3. Another strikeout for Matt Poole. That's his 5th. We'll move to the 8th on the North Greenville Sports Network. Brady Wilson out on the bump for the top of the 8th. Bradley Wilson. He's got 103 pitches. Got to see how much left he's got in the tank. Off speed. A sweeping off speed.
We saw Glanton go 120 pitches yesterday.
That was at 70 miles an hour. This one hit on the ground. Eaten up by the shortstop. Gabriel Worth. He'll fire over to first. Inside, one away. I mean, Alan, assuming nothing changes, this bullpen for Georgia College in a championship final tomorrow night is going to be fresh.
Yeah, they're in decent shape.
I would say. I mean, it's probably the dream situation for a head coach.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, Bradley Wilson came into this game with a 5.14 ERA. I don't understand how, based on this performance.
Career performance came at the right time, at least.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it was opponent batting average of 306. I mean, he's been hit this season, but man, he has been pretty much untouchable.
It's a tough one for Maban. He's done it again. Barehanded twice in the game. Wow, Matthew Maban have a defensive clinic over there at third.
Yeah, just making it look easy. And that's coming off of turf too. So I mean, it's not easy to judge where that ball is gonna, how high up that ball is gonna bounce. It looks like we've got this play tracked as well.
Mark Sanchez on top of it. What a shot of camera work that was. The follow with the throw too. What a play though. Oh my gosh. If the Gold Glove could go to anyone for the regional, it would probably be Matthew Maban. 2 home runs. And all those defensive plays over there. Wow. Well, that one's lifted into center field. At the warning track, making the catch is McNearney. What a quick inning. So that ends the inning. We'll move to the bottom of the 8th on the North Greenville Sports Network. It's 11-4. Graham Besterman will face off against Matt Poole yet. Matt Poole, 3 innings of scoreless work. Tying a shoe out there as the first baseman for Mount Olive, John Howard. Top of the 8th inning. Actually, bottom of the 8th inning, excuse me. Outside for ball one here to Besterman. The 1-0 now to Besterman. And their first strike. Poole taking his time out there on the bump. Absolute gas right on the outside corner. 90 miles an hour in its fourth inning of work. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Besterman down on strikes. Another one. That is going to be Poole's sixth strikeout. So Poole is dealing for Mount Olive. The scoring stopped in the fourth inning for the Bobcats. That's just how explosive this offense was early on. 11 in 4 innings, and ever since then it's been silent. I mean, they've gotten guys on, they just haven't been able to get them in.
Yeah, Poole's put together a good relief appearance. That was his 50th pitch. 35 strikes, just 15 balls.
1-0 now to the top of the order, lifted into left field. Patino under it, and he makes the grab. It'll be Braden Smith's turn, 0 for 3 on the day. Scored in the first inning, however, reached on the walk, and he's struck it out twice. Outside, 1-0. One-0 pitch, hit on the ground through the left side, and Smith is on the board with the hit. So it'll be Bellflower's turn. Bellflower, 2 hits today, scored 3 times. 2 for 3. Checks his swing, goes around. Oh, and 1. Lifted into left, Patino drifting over, and drifting back is Cottle. It reaches out of play. So it's 0-2 here to Bellflower. 2 outs in the inning still. Man on first is Smith. Inside on the hands, 1-2. Outside, a 2-2 count, it evens up. Break-even pitch is low. 2-2 becomes 3-2. It's full. So payoff pitch coming here to Bellflower. Up the middle, picked out of the dirt, and Bible hits the ground. And now off the bag, advancing all the way to third is Smith. So Bellflower reaches on an E4. I don't want to say I'm responsible or have any part in Matthew Maban's big 2-home run day, but before this, Josh Milner was asking what walk-up songs we should give the players and everything. And he asked me what my walk-up song was in high school, and it was Dig Your Roots by Florida Georgia Line when I played. And he gave that to Matthew Maban this weekend, and he went yard twice. Unfortunately, I never went yard my entire life. So he's done it for me here twice, and he's put on a defensive clinic. So, you know, I hold on to that, Alan.
By the way, for those of you scoring, that was actually an E6 there.
I wonder if anyone actually is scoring at home. I mean, if you are, I mean, credit to you, all the credit in the world. I feel like when you score a baseball game, you just invested in it more. Outside corner, strike two.
Yeah, you definitely. I mean, and honestly, I feel like I'm at the point, been doing this for almost 10 years now here at North Greenville. I feel I'm at the point to where it feels weird to not do anything during a baseball game.
I think I went out to spring training in Arizona this year, but that's the only like actual baseball games that I've been to that I haven't worked.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, working at the Drive and then obviously doing these games, like, I'm like, I just can't wait to sit in a stadium and be like a fan for once. So, I don't know. It's something exciting about it. But when you're working it, you're more invested in it too. 1-2. Misses low, 2-2.
Yeah, I've mentioned it before, but, you know, I'll never forget the 16-inning marathon game between Mount Olive and North Greenville. I mean, being the official scorer of that game, I mean, Landon even told me, I mean, he said, I bet you're wiped out. I mean, you're one of the only people in the stadium that actually has to sit there and pay attention to every single pitch. And, yeah, you're sitting there with the laptop. It's not, you know, it's not physical work. But from a mental aspect of it, it wipes you out. It really does.
I believe it. Especially, I'm assuming you've done more. You did more games that weekend too. Just one hit.
Yeah. I mean, that was a part of a 3-game series during the regular season. That was before the artificial turf too.
I don't even know what this field looked like before the turf.
You weren't missing much.
This one is lifted high, deep left field. And it's gone. A 3-run blast for Maban, his third of the game. So Matthew Maban goes yard 3 times in this one. Man, that's impressive.
Yeah, well, only silver lining for Mount Olive is the fact that all 3 of those runs are unearned due to the error. But, yeah, I mean, Georgia College. Yeah.
So good look at Matthew Maban there in the dugout, man. Have a day, kid.
Had to explain real quick to Gary why the home run is unearned. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm still learning.
We were talking about official scoring. There you go.
I mean, I get why the other 2 are earned, obvious. You know,
I mean, but it's because the inning should already be over, so you can't penalize the pitcher.
True. Fouled off. It's 1-0-2 now. Here to Evan Cowan.
And that was Mount Olive's second error, the throwing error by McLean at shortstop proved to be costly.
Inside corner, not going to get the call, 1-2.
Man, Georgia College, I mean, you look at what they've done, 14 runs with only 3 runners left on base. That's impressive.
Nearly hits him that time, 2-2. Another one inside, 3-2, counts full. Three-two. That one was hit on a line into the right. A base hit for Evan Cowan. So to bring up Mitch Cowan now with his brother standing on first.
Mitch Cowan, one of only 2 Bobcats in this starting lineup not to record a hit, 0 for 3.
Takes one there. It's 0-1. In the dirt, this will get away. Cowan advances to second.
75 pitches now for Poole.
Like you mentioned, probably conceding the game and just saying, just use 2 arms through this game and come back tomorrow against Wingate with a fairly fresh bullpen.
Yeah, certainly not too late for any of the remaining teams in this regional.
Upstairs, 2-1.
And I think if you're Mount Olive, you know, you're staying positive. I mean, you know, yeah, things got away kind of early for them, but, you know, they are still a team that is absolutely capable of coming back in this regional. Yeah, they have a lot of work to do. They're going to have to win 3 games in a row, but it can happen.
2-2. Yeah, going 2-0 to start a regional is so big because now, obviously, you secure your spot in the bracket final and you save a lot of arms in the process. Off the end of the bat, this is going to be an extremely tough play. That might be a hit. Not in time, though. Well, it is the out is in time. Not able to beat it out. The inning ends after the 5-3 put out. 3-run blast for Matthew Baban for the 3rd time today. He's gone yard. Matthew Baban, good look at him there. 3 for 3 today. A walk, 8 RBI. What a day, Alan.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a feeling that we're going to be talking to him in the post-game press conference.
I'm the only one that asked the questions. Unless you want to, of course.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Well, I'm pretty sure we might see Bradley Wilson as
that
well.
That is true.
As he's out there in the top of the 9th, looking to close this one out and go a complete game here for Georgia College and not even need the bullpen.
Yeah, going for the complete game. He's at 110 pitches, but he can make quick work of things in this inning. I mean, Georgia College, they've all left the bullpen. Actually, that's not true. There are
two. I think there's 3 guys out there.
Yep,
the pitcher, the catcher, and then someone just looking. At 110 pitches, first one misses high to Mita.
Made a 1 for 3 with an RBI in this one.
Popped up. That's out number 1. It should be at least. Drifting under it is Poole. Makes the catch. We might see the complete game. Who knows? So it's Case Kermode's turn. Upstairs for a ball.
Case Kermode 1 for 2 with a walk.
1-0. Off speed gets him. 1-1. Popped up. And this one is going to
came in a little bit, dropped.
Yep. And that's a costly error for Georgia College. That was going to be caught by either one of those outfielders, and it falls. Good look at it here.
Yeah, a little bit of a miscommunication there. Typically, the center fielder will call for that ball.
It was on the center fielder's side.
It looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter.
This one taking into right field. Not able to get there. That's going to get down. Extra bases on the way. Putting the brakes on at third is Kermode. Only able to get one bag out of that. And a good piece of hitting there from Zach Zoltowski.
See if we can get a replay of that real quick. Looked like he had a shot to get it, but just...
Yeah, that was a tough one. I will say that won't be an error by any means, but it's a tough break there. And another pinch hitter in for the Trojans. Looks like it's going to be number 10, Gordon Pill. Here's the replay. That's to Allen's wish.
Yeah, it's a backhanded. Yeah, that was out of his reach. So it's going to be Gordon Pill.
Yep, and Pill takes the ball, 1-0.
So nice job of pinch hitting by Zoltowski. One pitch, doubles down the right field line.
1-0 is lifted high. It will score a run for Mount Olive, but it'll also be out number 2. So the Trojans get one home. It's 14-5. Zoltowski's forced to stay put. And coming up now, it's going to be Halstead.
Well, nice job by Mount Olive to not give up here in this 9th inning, trying to get a little bit of momentum heading into tomorrow.
This one hit sharply on the ground, fielded, and over to first. Gabriel Worth gets the final out. Complete game from Bradley Wilson, and the Georgia College Bobcats advance to the bracket final. Mount Olive will take on Wingate tomorrow at noon Eastern time in an elimination game. Bradley Wilson, the story of the night. So is Matthew Maban. 8 RBI, 3 for 3 with 3 home runs. Bradley Wilson, 5 runs given up, 7 hits given up, but 9 innings pitched. Keeps the bullpen clean. Georgia College is set up perfectly.
Yeah, absolutely. They are in fantastic position here in the regional. And really, I mean, if just looking at the other region, you know, it's going to be interesting to see who the winner of this region faces. But yeah, Georgia College in excellent position.
Well, what a game of baseball that was for Georgia College. Top to bottom, just a great game of baseball for the Bobcats. That does it for us here today at day 2 of the Southeast Region Bracket 2 at Rain B. Dillard Field. North Greenville was eliminated in Game 1 by Wingate. Mount Olive falls to the losers bracket. They'll face Wingate tomorrow at noon. Georgia College in the bracket final. Thank you so much for watching on the North Greenville Sports Network. For Alan Cahaley, I'm Gary Wenzel. Have an excellent night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.